by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.
Hello and welcome, my friends. You have tuned into the Relatively Unknown Podcast, a podcast that helps you move from self-doubt to self-assurance, become a better leader, and create a greater net worth through just being able to be the amazing person that you are. My name is Philip Edge, and listen, today I want to talk about something that's probably near and dear to many of our hearts. It's called good vibes. How many of you have ever heard the term good vibes only, right? This is what people want. They want to be in places where there are good vibes. Now, I don't know if you've ever considered this, but I want you to think about this. There's something powerful about having good vibes, especially in the environments that you are creating, whether that's in the workplace, whether that's in a community that you are creating, or whether that's at home. People simply want to be in places where there's no negativity. If you stop and you think about it, negativity in many cases is like a cancer. And that cancer drains the life out of our teams, out of our community, and even in sometimes out of our families. So how do we create environments where there are good vibes only present, where there's no negativity and people are not being drained? See, as a leader, it's your responsibility to create that environment. It's your responsibility to create an environment where people can thrive. That's your responsibility. But the question is always like why? Why should I do this? Why should I create the environment as a leader? Because the people that you are supporting, they want a couple of things. Listen, people really want to be noticed. People really want to be and feel accepted. People really want to be and feel needed. And people really want to be and feel loved. That all starts with environment and creating the right environment. When you provide an environment that fulfills those desires that people have, guess what? Magic happens inside of your community. Magic happens inside of your workplace. You are creating a place where positive energy will flow, where productivity will soar, and where connection and connectivity will deepen. See, this is what happens when you are in a place and you create an environment where there are good vibes only present. And I'm sharing this with you today because I believe it's important because I've seen so many environments where good vibes aren't present. And the amazing thing about this is like when you walk into a place where good vibes are not present, people don't even have to say anything. You can simply feel it. You ever walked into a place, maybe a restaurant, one that you know, maybe where, the ice cream machine is broken, right? You walk into the environment and you don't feel like literally you walk around like you're walking on eggs and needles and pin shells because you're like, something is going on, right? And people respond to you by saying things like, what do you want? What are you here for? And you're like, well, I thought this is a restaurant, right? Now, if we look on the other side, there are places that you've walked into to where you feel like, wow, good vibes only are present here. There's one particular restaurant here. I will go ahead and name it because I like naming and pointing out places who are doing awesome jobs. It's called Chick-fil-A. Has anybody ever been to Chick-fil-A? Yeah, I know several of you are raising your hands right now, and you may even become hungry when I say Chick-fil-A. Have you ever been to a bad Chick-fil-A where there's a negative vibe going on or you feel this negative experience? I'm going to say this. I've been to a lot of Chick-fil-A's, y'all, and I've never been to one where I felt negative vibes. There's something about that place. It's contagious. You want to be there. I'm waiting for it'll be my pleasure. I'm waiting for, is there anything else that you need? And guess what? I will drive across town. I will go different places. I will, when I'm driving down the interstate, if I see the sign for Chick-fil-A, I'll wait a couple extra exits because I know I'm going to get an amazing experience. And my friends, this is what we want to create. We want to create good vibes only. We want to create good environments. What happens in atmospheres where that is present? Well, first and foremost, you're unlocking potential. You're unlocking potential, right? Just like physical spaces, positive and atmospheres, they unlock our full potential. They empower individuals to make sure that they can achieve greatness. How do they do that? Well, by fostering and making sure that we can encourage people, by collaborating with people, and by supporting people. Again, potential is unlocked because people feel like, you know what, I want to give my all to this place. I want to pour myself out to this place. This is an environment in which I feel welcomed, valued, respected, and heard. And guess what? I want to be here. So positive environments, right? These environments where good vibes are present, they unlock potential. They also build authentic connections, right? So creating an atmosphere of acceptance and of authenticity, it allows genuine connections to form. See, when people feel comfortable sharing their knowledge, their experiences, their ideas, guess what? True bonding occurs. This all happens, though, through building authentic connections. See, when good vibes are present, connections positively are built. You know what else that environment does? It nurtures growth, right? So when good vibes are present, it's an environment that values personal and professional growth. That, my friends, is essential for progress to happen, right? In negative environments, it's stagnant. There's no growth happening, right? There's a revolving door. You can't keep the back door closed. People are coming in the front door, but once they get in that environment, they're running out the back door as fast as they can. So how can we create environments where we are nurturing the growth of people, right? Growth is essential for progress. Well, we can do this by engaging in conversations. We can do this by sharing insights. We can do this by offering constructive and productive feedback. When we do that, it's going to contribute to creating this dynamic environment that fuels development and innovation. This is how your team grows. This is how your people grow. So we have to be in this place where we're nurturing growth and the growth of our people. The last thing I'll share with you is, as far as it relates to how do we create these environments where good vibes only are present, you got to celebrate people. You got to celebrate the diversity of people. You have to celebrate how people are showing up. You have to embrace it, right? Create these inclusive environments. Create these atmospheres where the richness of the flavor comes out, right? When we can do that, right, we're literally appreciating people. We're respecting people. We're respecting similarities, but we're also respecting the different approaches and perspectives that people bring to the table. It's the richness of the diversity that brings the diversity of thought, right? And when we have diverse perspectives and diverse thoughts, guess what? As a team, as a family, we can expand our horizons. We can grow and we can thrive because we're not stale. We're not all thinking about the same thing. So that my friends, that's a good thing. We want to create these positive environments. We want to create these environments where good vibes only are present. And so let me talk to you, the leader. How do you do this, right? How do you create this environment? First and foremost, you want to create an environment where you are engaging people and interacting with people. You can't be the leader who goes to the office and sits there and does not come out and does not talk to the team and does not say, hey, how are you doing? And does not greet people and does not smile at people and does not share with people. You cannot do that. That is a recipe for disaster. So ask yourself the question, how can you engage and interact today? Right? How can you take initiative to connect with other people genuinely? How can you engage in meaningful conversations and share relevant content? Provide support. How can you create and cultivate a positive community? That all starts with how you talk with people. You have to engage with people. You have to be able to share with people. By the way, if you do not know this, we're all in the people business. I don't care whether it's a business, a community, or your family. We are all in the people business. So we, leader, I'm talking to you now. You got to engage and you have to interact. Second thing you have to do, you have to acknowledge and appreciate. You have to acknowledge and appreciate. You have to recognize the contributions and achievements of other people, right? When people do good things, celebrate them. Share with other people how awesome, how amazing this thing was that somebody did. People may not come to you and say, "Hey, listen, I need you to acknowledge me for what I did." But I promise you this, if you don't acknowledge them, signs are very likely they're not going to do that again, because they're going to say that you don't appreciate nor do you value them. So we got to recognize the contributions and achievements of other people. We can do this by offering genuine praise and appreciation, just simply by saying things like, "You know what you did, I really appreciate. Thank you for doing that so much." And if you continue to do things like that, you are always going to get my support in moving forward, right? So we have to make sure that we're acknowledging and appreciating people. Doing that, it creates a positive atmosphere and environment, and that is motivating, and that is inspiring, and that is a place that people want to be, right? Even if they don't work there, people want to be in that environment. People want to come and patronize that environment. People want to come and bring their hard-earned money to that environment, right? So we have to create this space. We have to create a space where we can embrace open-mindedness, right? Encourage open dialogue. Be respectful of other people and consider their viewpoints, right? By embracing that, that's a good thing. People want to be in environments where what they say matters. What they say is listened to. If we're not creating these environments and spaces where people are like, "Oh, wow, they're listening to me," guess what? They're not going to be there. This is where people have their LinkedIn resumes updated. And my LinkedIn friends, you all know what I'm talking about. This is where they go and they hit that button that says open for new opportunities, right? This is what I'm talking about. So we have to make sure that we're embracing and being open-minded and encouraging dialogue with people. And then I would just say this, leaders, we got to make sure that we share our knowledge, right? You share your knowledge, share it with people. When you share your knowledge, it contributes to the collective growth of the community. By you sharing your expertise, by you sharing your insights. Listen, your valuable input can inspire other people and you don't even know it, right? So make sure that we are sharing that information with our team, with our community, with our family. Listen to me, and I want you all to hear this right now. People matter. And the right atmosphere, it is the incubator for success. So if you want to build a successful team, if you want to build a successful community, if you want to build a place where people are thriving, you have to make sure that the right atmosphere is present. And that's an atmosphere where there are good vibes. So listen, I hope that you got something today from this. I hope this was of value. Go somewhere, man. Unlock the potential of people, build authentic connections, nurture the growth of people, and celebrate that diversity. And you will see an environment created where there are good vibes only present. With that being said, listen, my friends, if you found value in this today, do me a favor, go ahead and share this out with somebody. Share this with somebody who might need this, who may be trying to create a positive environment. This is something that can help you. With that being said, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Relatively Unknown Podcast. We come to you every single day to give you information just like this. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.